There we go. Sorry. No sound. All right. Let's try this again, shall we? Thank you guys. I wasn't even looking over there at the chat. I was looking straight ahead at the camera. All right. So I was saying hello, hello, hello. Incredible greetings. um, so can you guys hear me now? I just want to make sure before I go into this again. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Let me know. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Mic check, mic check. 1 2 1 2. Mic check, mic check. 1 2 1 2. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Mic check, mic check. 1 2 1 2. Great. Look at the thumbnail. Just look. I swear. It does me so dirty. All right, let me share this out real quick. Okay. Let's get it all straight out. All right. So I'm gonna try and do this at the same time, which means I'm gonna be looking down. Okay. So you may or may not like this video. I'm just gonna put that out there now. I'm gonna put the disclaimer out there that you may not like the contents of this video. I'm just saying. I'm going to be a disruptor today. It's not going to be the way that most creative or craft influencers and craft coaches, they like to hold your hand. They like to tell you that you can do anything. There's money to be made out here for everyone. And while it's kind of true, right? There's money to be made, but everybody isn't equipped to make it, right? And sometimes you're not making money because you just want to hear the positive side of things. There's not too many people who are going to call out a thing that might ruffle some feathers, might make some grown folk feel some type of way. But guess what? My platform and my product was called Honestly Speaking for a reason. I've never been afraid to really say what's on my mind. Now, some people don't like it. Some people have unsubscribed. They've unfollowed me. They go and they talk with me. I'm discouraging the people. I'm not encouraging enough. So, what I'm about to talk about today, on the initially hearing it, you might be taken aback and be like, "Oh, whatever," because I do that. Like you're gonna look at your setup and feel like you have everything figured out. Oh, I don't know who she's talking to because I have orders. This works for me, blah, 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 blah. If you take the time to truly listen, analyze it, maybe even ask someone within your circle, within your life, that's not a crafter. Don't go into another craft group asking their thoughts and opinions on it because most crafters tend to think alike. Ask somebody else. We're talking about grad season. So ask somebody who has a grad and see what they have to say. So y'all ready? Are y'all ready for me today? I don't mean to offend people, but some people might find it offensive. But can I just be the professor today? Can I speak openly and honestly? Can I give you some real help, right? So some might say, what I'm about to say is going to be discouraging. And I'll be like, you know what? I I can agree with that, right? Because I do want to discourage you, not from creating, not from starting a business, not from selling your products. I want to discourage you from working harder, not smarter. I want to discourage you from not. I want to discourage you from not approaching your business or your side hustle strategically and not making good intentional decisions about your business. So yes, I do want to discourage you. I want to discourage you from going at things the way that you have been going at them that haven't really been giving you a lot of results. Maybe, here and there, you might have some moments where you have a spike in sales, but it's not consistent. And as it relates to grad season, I might just know why. So we're going to dive into that. Okay. So this is going to be my free speech Friday because I'm just going to, say it how I see it. Is that okay? Is it okay? Is it okay with y'all? Somebody says it costs money to get lied to. Ooh, 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 ooh. So before I go in, I should at least introduce myself, right? So for those who don't, know, like they're new to my platform, it's like, who is this girl that's like talking to me crazy, right? I am Shakeya Lavelle, also known as Shakeya, the professor of HS Inc. 365. We are the home of the Honestly Speaking brand of products, 365 Creative Academy, and Sellaholics Anonymous. I have spent the past 10 years helping creatives and crafters in just about everything and what you guys consider to be crafting, because I've never really used that term. So I'm going to go off of what you guys call it. You call it crafting. And then even on the party side, y'all call it party favors. I've never called some of these things that I don't even know that term, who coined that term, where it came from. I'm just like, okay, because I wasn't event planner. And I'm like, that really, when we think of party favors, it wasn't the things that we make now. But anywho, that's a story for another day. But I have been teaching creators and crafters how to use things like resources like Silhouette Studio, which is a free resource that anybody can use. I know Canva is out there, and don't get me wrong. Canva has some very powerful features. I was actually just using it this morning for some resources for those for my mentees in my Creative Business Accelerator program. I use it more on that side. And for this year's Grad Master program, I am focusing on teaching you to use Canva, not necessarily for full-on designing, but helping you guys navigate your templates, because some of y'all got templates from folk and they don't even show you how to really, really use it or understand it. So we're going to be diving into like just understanding how to properly adjust and change templates. We're going to be going into the marketing side of things and how you can use Canva for your promotional things, because last year's class, bomb.com. I don't need to add anything to it. The one, like, I can honestly say, like, my classes are timeless. I could literally sell that class every single year. I never have to do it over. At one point, I was considering, okay, well, it's grad season. Let's get that grad money. Let's run this play again and do another grad class. And I'm like, for what? The one that I did last year, hell, the one that I did before that. But last year, I did kind of adjust some things, but I'm probably going to run that class and let that class ride out for the next 2 years. Like, I'm not going to do another one, but I will add on. So we talked about marketing and branding like the first day, but this time around, I'm really going to go in on marketing and branding and helping you just curate a great offer for the families and graduates that you will offer your things to. So the link is in the description. Well, if you're on Facebook, I have to put it in there because I can't put it in the description. But if you're on YouTube, click out of the live chat, go to the description, and you're going to see the links for the Grad Customs Master Program, as well as our Creative Business Program. But Silhouette Studio, everything that you see me create, like majority of it is done in Silhouette Studio. I use like little elements and things from Canva, but like this whole thing right here, all set up in Silhouette Studio. It's a free program, guys. You don't have to own a Silhouette machine. If you have a Windows-based or Apple-based or Mac-based computer, desktop, laptop, iMac, what's it called? iMac or iBook, whatever the heck that thing is called. I'm a Windows girl. You can download Silhouette Studio and you don't have to have a machine. And there's so much that you can do with it, and use it as a companion to some of the other programs that you have. So I've been teaching that for 10 years now. I've been showing the things that you can create when it comes to paper, sublimation, foam board. We've done balloons on live. We've just done so much over the past 10 years. Go and check out our content. If you want to, if you're not subscribed, if you're not following me over on Facebook and you're like still on the fence on whether or not you should, go check out some of our old content. Now, I recommend going to YouTube because Facebook said they are deleting content that's past 30 days old. So you may not be able to see a lot from me because I don't do a lot of pre-recorded. Almost everything that I do is live. So I'm about to lose a bunch of content over on Facebook, but it's okay because it lives forever over on YouTube. All right. So that's a little bit about me. Now oh wait, I never shared it out. Hold on. Let me get into this. How many of you guys here are planning to sell any type of crafts or creative things for grad season? Oh, wow. Okay. You're going all crazy. Oh, so we're going to play this game. Y'all not going to talk back to me. Oh, see, then now that I know that you guys aren't going to engage, that means I can just say whatever I want because I'm basically talking to myself anyway. So I'm going to let my intrusive thoughts take over because you guys are not here anyway. Like there's no one watching right now because I don't see any comments. So there's no one watching. I just have this camera on. It is broadcasting to nowhere because no one's watching. So that means I get to say whatever. This is really about to be free speech Friday. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. It's about to really be free speech Friday. All right, so let me finish sharing this out so I can go. And I'm just going to pretend like nobody's here. I'm going to let all of my intrusive thoughts just come out. Oh, someone says, I have my grad package ready to go. Perfect. Do you mind telling me what's in your grad package? Would you mind sharing what is in your grad package? I usually advertise fans and shirts, usually. So does that mean that you plan to do it this year? Because that's usually. So are you saying that's what you normally do, but this year you're not doing anything for grad season? So Phyllis says that she is. So, all right, so you're here. Are you planning to do anything special, any type of crafting for grad season? Okay. Someone says they're driving and listening. No more texting, okay? Be safe. Anyone care to share even just one of their packages? Because that's really what's fueling this discussion today. Are these graduation packages? Okay. Shirts, buttons, fans, yard signs, nothing outlandish. Okay. So you're doing just fans and only fans only. Okay. I'm going to do fans and shirts. I plan on making a few other items for my granddaughter that's graduating. I've not done grad season before, but I really want to try it this year. So let me ask you a question. What makes you want to try it this year? Is it just because you see so many people posting about it right now in the craft community? What makes you want to get into the craft thing? I want you to be honest. Like, is it just seeing it? Hey, I like these items. Is it that, within the craft community, they're making it like it's like, they say like Christmas in July. This is almost like Christmas in the springtime, because it's like the Super Bowl for crafters, and it's when they make a lot of money. What makes you want to dip your toe into the grad madness? Okay, and while you're answering that, I'm going to come back up here, right? So nothing outlandish, but because you called it a package, your package includes all of these things. Are any of them, like, is it multiples? How many different packages are you offering? My grandson graduates next year and I want to be his supplier. So yes, it's seeing it, but I also know I can do I can do it. Some of the things I see, but I'm not sure how to market it. I don't want to do it because everyone is doing it, and then it doesn't sell. Okay. I don't plan on doing grad items, but people have asked me to make a stole. Okay. So if you're right now, it is, it's grad season, all of these things. So if you're not immersed in, grad prep right now, what is pushing the needle forward in your business? What are you working on? One package, no exceptions. All of those items are a la carte. Okay. So they can, all right. So you said there's one pack. So you only have one package that will include them, but they can purchase all of those things a la carte, is what you're saying, right? That they don't have to get the package. This is why I love my Zooms, because people can talk to me like immediately. I don't have to wait for them to type. Man, I love my Zoom. I'm getting spoiled by Zoom sessions. It's getting kind of, because I don't come on here just to kind of show something or just to talk. Although once I get into my spiel, I'm just going to talk. So, I have questions that I'm asking, but sometimes it is hard because that creates this dead space when I'm waiting for responses. So it does get kind of hard. It gets kind of hard doing these types of things live. Okay, so correct and correct. All right. So here is another question. Not sure. So one, let me know if you considered these factors if you considered this, before I ask, all right, with how you guys are planning and prepping for grad season. Are you more so prepping and planning your offers and what you will sell for the grad themselves, or for the supporters, the family and friends of the grad? Who are you planning for? Who are you strategically planning to sell to? The grad or the family of the grad and supporters? So like family, friends, whoever, whatever. Okay, so you're saying both. I'm not sure if you're just getting here. Welcome, welcome. Do you have packages already? Like, do you have your offers already laid out for grad season? That's a family package. Then I have a package for the senior, which will include other items. Then that means that you don't have one package then. Because if that's the family package and then you have a package for the senior, you don't have just one package. So you're working on it. All right. So since you said you're going to service both and you're working on it, do you have an idea of how you plan to market and like do you have an idea of some of the things that you might include in a package that is for a grad or for the family? Last year you had 3. Okay. Let me know, what were your packages last year? What were your packages last year? We can go off of that. So for the senior, are you not wanting to share what items will be in there for the senior? Now, the one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make you think, okay? Also, another question for those of you who might not be into the package thing, trying to figure that out. When someone says grad season, what grad do you instantly think of? Like, you're like, oh, it's grad season, you're planning. What do you normally see in the craft groups? Who do you automatically or innate, like, who do you instantly think of when you think of a graduate and who you can make custom items for? I'm doing graduation items only for family and friends this season. I really hate working with locals. I love working with locals. I prefer locals over, shipping out. I'm only doing banners, party decor, and grad party favors. I just don't have the time to market to everyone. Okay. 1 pack was for the graduate and 2 for the family. Okay, but I want to know details. What was in this? The one for the grad, what was in this package for the grad? So she says she thinks high school. For me, for the senior, for the senior, I'm just really busy and I don't know if I want to do one-offs versus bulk, one-off times versus bulk times, times. I'm not sure where that word comes in. I have the package written down though, but it's not in front of me. Okay. So before I show yours, LJ Walker, did you always, now see, I feel like you're a little bit different because you've heard this. You were in my grad master program last year. But when you first came across doing anything for grads, what was your initial? Did you always go into grad thinking of all of those different areas? Or was it just one area before? I don't want to. I said initially, when you first thought of grad season, so not now, especially if you've done it before, who did you initially think of creating things for graduation season? Oh, it was supposed to say items. Okay. So let me go back and read that with items there. I don't know if I want to do one-off items versus bulk items only. I have the package written down though, but it's not in front of me. So we have to make sure that we're listening because I said initially, not who it can be for, right? I said, when you think about, you're seeing all this stuff created, all this stuff in groups for the first time, you are initially thinking, I want to get into this to sell to who, right? And for most people, I think only you answered and Sandra answered. Everybody else, they're not here, okay? So no matter how many people this says are watching, which is quite a few eyeballs on me, they choose not to engage. So it's okay. And this is how most people think, right? they think of a high schooler. Most don't go into, there's high school grads, there's college grads, there's pre-K. You have fifth graders that, they're graduating or being promoted from elementary school. You have eighth grade as well. Okay. The average person doesn't. So that's why I said, I'm not asking what you're doing. So when you first started this, did you always go straight to that, to doing preschool, high school, and college? Or have you built up to that? You built up to it. So initially, you went into it for who? All right. Let's get into being disruptive. All right. Now, most people do think of high school, which is very evident in the way that the designs that I see in groups. If you were to do market research, you'll see that not too many high school, not college, those in master's programs, like people, like most of the crafters don't even think about that market. And guess what? They're the ones that have a little coins. Most of the high schoolers, you have to rely on the parent to make the decision to want to get something for their grad. You go into this thought process that, oh, they love their grad so much. They're just so proud of them that they're going to want to buy anything. Oh, everybody wants to celebrate the grad, right? Most times you guys are not. So now ask the question, you're marketing 2 and 4. You guys are not marketing to graduates. You are marketing to the parent, to the grandparent, to the godparent, to the aunt, to the uncle. For, a lot of, well, especially if you have like things that are like more so like gifts and things. But when it comes to, okay, getting them a stole, getting them, maybe getting a yard sign, you're not promoting to the graduates. But I see a lot of the content, a lot of the promo, a lot of the advertising that I see in groups, that I see around social media. You are posting items, but your wording, it's calling all grads, but you got a bunch of high school stuff on there. And you wonder why you might not be getting as much engagement. You're not converting because your messaging is incorrect. How many of you guys have already started promoting and your copy, meaning the captions and the descriptions you put on your content, is calling for grads? How many of you guys are calling out the actual graduates? And it's not to say that high school grads, they're not working and they might buy their own things. But when you are, I do find in speaking to a lot of crafters and creatives, when they're developing their packages, their thought process is, how do I get the parents to buy it? Like, they're not even thinking about the seniors that have their own money. But I thought you said you usually do, though. So when you did it before, did you not advertise on social media? Well, okay. So started advertising, but however you've done it before, whenever you have advertised for it, touche, touche. But when you have advertised for it, how did you advertise? You don't want to get in trouble. You knew what I was asking, and you tried to go around it. You have to be willing to be on. And if you want to get better, right? You have to be willing to be honest with yourself. You have to be open to finding the flaws in your process, in your way of thinking, so that you can improve on it. Hey, Terrence, what's up? Do you all feel like in order to stand out amongst the crowd for grad season, you have to be a one-stop shop? How many of you guys feel like you need to be a one-stop shop for all grad items during grad season? Okay, so she's like, because I think I usually just say grads, but the items I posted had all high schools on them. Okay, so that's meaning, okay, you had all of your things were geared towards high schoolers. But what I'm asking is whether it's college, whoever, whatever, you're just calling out the grads, right? You're not addressing friends and family, because I asked that question in the beginning. Are you creating packages for friends and family, basically the supporters, or are you making things for the grad? That's the part I'm trying to. Because I already know my child coming here without no clothes on. Hey, hey, hey. I'm about to be disruptive today. So yeah, I'm just giving you a disclaimer that this is going to be one of those disruptive lives. I'm going to call out some things with the intention of helping you think outside the box. I want you to really start to think. Initially, it's going to be like, for some, it's going to be like, whatever, she knows what you're talking about, but you're going to start to think about it. Okay. So just giving you fair warning. Ow. Okay. Let's no, for real. Let me get into this. Okay. So she's like, I address family in my post now. At first, I didn't know who or how to market to them. Where'd you learn that at? So that is my disconnect with my advertising. I say grads, but the items are normally advertised towards friends and family. I don't believe in being a one-stop shop in something that, I do not believe being a one-stop shop and something that would be suitable. Wait, huh? I don't believe being a one-stop shop is it's something that will be suitable for me personally. Child, my brain, it broke that sentence up. The professor taught me. No one-stop shop for me. Someone else can do cups, hat toppers. I have to optimize my time. I still have regular reoccurring orders. I do have to do like birthdays and funerals. Okay. So do you put a cap on the number of grad items you take, since you have a business that's not dependent on your grad orders? Well, from what you're saying here, it seems like your orders would flow. You don't have to do grad orders if you don't want to, but because there is a demand and maybe you have people coming to you for them. Is that why you do it? If you already have, because birthday, like you said, birthdays are still happening throughout this season. If you're known for doing birthday things, you could be too booked and busy to ever worry about grad season. Funerals happen every single week, and you could be too booked and busy with funerals to be able to worry about or even consider doing grad items. I live in a small rural town. I'm not from here. I don't know what they like. I try and do it all. Is it working for you? Trying to do it all? So, for a lot of people who don't have established businesses, selling based off of seasons works, right? Holidays and different seasons, that works for them. But it also means that they have to keep up with every single season. You might end up with like not having enough of a certain item because it's not something that you would normally use. Or you could, plan for it. And because you see you're in these groups, you feel like every other post is talking about grad season. Man, I got to get in on this. And it falls flat when you try it in your area. Now you're stuck with all these items because we want to, buy early and make sure that we're prepared, but you don't have a plan. You're not strategic. You didn't think it out. You didn't think about how you would advertise, who you would advertise to. It's your first year in, and you're like, I want everybody. I'm seeing all this stuff. I'm seeing people do birthday parties with large cutouts and all these different things. There has to be money in this, right? I don't have a hard cap, but I know when I can't handle anymore. Last year, I had to tell a lot of people no. That was with having 2 assistants specifically to get through grad season. So that means that you probably should have a cap so that you are able to advertise that. And, hey, once you reach your cap, you're able to make posts and you're able to send out, emails. It is good to have a cap so that you know what you can handle. Like you said, even with assistance, it was very overwhelming. It was a lot. These are things that a lot of crafters don't think about. On the business side, being strategic about how you launch, how many things you want to offer. Because if you just keep going and going and going, let's just say like for yard signs, and what happens when you have committed, but you didn't really plan it out, you're like, okay, well, I'll just go get Coroplast. I'll go get a print. What happens when you can't get that print? What if you can't get the Coroplast? Or maybe if, like for me, I buy 4-foot by 8-foot Coroplast. I don't buy the ones that are pre-cut because you pay too much for that. Which is why when I drop, like when I say like what my prices are, some people are just like, how? Oh my God. Well, for one, I don't buy pre-cut ones because you're already paying for that labor. I can cut them myself. So I get large 4-foot by 8-foot Coroplast. I buy my steaks by the case. I have 50 of them. So if I'm like, I don't want to have to purchase another case, my cap for yard signs will be 50. Now, if I do less than that, fine, but I'm not going to do more than that, because even if I have 51, because I only purchase by the case, I would have to buy a whole case, and I may not go through these. I actually prefer not to sell the whole 50. That way it does give me a little like buffer. But if I don't have a cap, if I'm not setting a standard for me, me purchasing things is going to be all over the place. I'm not going to budget my finances properly with buying supplies and not knowing if someone's going to order something to basically pay that back, right? So people, some will, if your business model is, well, I'm not buying anything until they order, this is where your profit margin is going to take a really, really big hit. For me, when people are like, well, I'm not making nothing. If you don't pay, you don't get it. You know how much stuff I have to buy in preparation where there's no guarantee that anyone is going to buy this. That's in business. That's the risk part of business. When you are prepared, like I'm going to be prepared for the rush. I'm not going to wait until it's on top of me. If it stalls, I'm going to look at my budget. What can I afford to buy now so that I have them on hand? I'm going to purchase these blank stalls so that I have them. But this also comes with time, with me knowing the market. Not my first year. So the very first year I did this, I'm not going to go and buy all of these. But I also didn't do this big rollout my very first year. That is a common mistake with crafters, is because you see everybody and their mama doing it. It's like you want to jump into it and you're getting all these things, but then you're left with a bunch of items that didn't sell and you have no revenue to account for it. Now it's just money down the drain. Now, hopefully you go at it better the next year. The one great thing about Coroplast, it's not going to go bad. It's not going to rot. These stalls are not going to go bad. You can store them and keep them, for next year. My H steaks, they're not going to go bad. I can keep them for next year if the first year didn't quite work out. That's why when I first started doing these, I did not start out thinking, I'm going to make this a business. I had to test the market. And this is where doing things for friends and family and technically not really getting paid for it. It's like, okay, at least cover the supply so that I can see in my area, is there a demand? Do people like the way that I design? A lot of these designs are pretty much the same because it is really, really big right now for people just to buy templates. And I get it. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with templates. They can be a time saver, especially for those who are not not that great at designing, or just for convenience factors. Like, I want to be able to do this. I can make the items, but because I have a 9-to-5, because I have other personal obligations, I'm not able to dedicate, to designing, right? So I get it when it comes to templates. So because these templates are so easily available, you have this false sense of, well, shoot, they're providing me the templates and I can just jump into this. Man, all the rest of them are saying that they're like, they said this is their third year. Like last year they made so much money, and you're going into this without a plan. Most crafters go into business without a plan, without a strategy. And while for some, they may find success, they may have hit that good pocket, and they may have some success, but that's not the case for the mass majority of the creative or craft industry. All right. Let's see. Let me go back up here. Okay, now I read that one. And I got to keep it on the low so the man don't cut my chair. See, you're someone that I cannot coach, I cannot help, because if you do things a certain way, you keeping things on the low means that you don't want to grow. Oh, that rhyme. You don't want to grow, because what if you applied so much pressure, you really put your all into it, and it doesn't have to be in the area that you're in. The internet makes it to where you can sell to anyone. Maybe you have a unique way of doing your designs. Maybe you have a unique way of doing your stoles. Maybe people are tired of seeing all of the people who are designing stoles and they have these templates and the template stops here and the face is here, which means when the person puts the stole on, their head is going to be to the back of the stole like this. Maybe they're sick of that and you have that unique sauce. What if you truly applied strategy to your business and you can make 3, 4, 5, 10x the amount of money that the man is giving you? Then that means we just want money to supplement our lifestyle. We don't want a business. We have to think about our mindset when it comes to that, right? So that mindset, because, well, I got to keep it on the low. I can't do too much. I can't really advertise. Having a website, taking digital payments so they can track my coins. I cannot file this on my taxes because they're going to limit me, but you're really limiting yourself if you really want a thriving business. From a business perspective, I have to cap my orders to keep a smooth operation system going. Did I have this mindset last year? No, I did not. I was burned all the way out. Okay. Hey. A lot of this makes sense. Never thought about this. Hey, how are you? I got it. Yes, same. I started with friends and family first when it was a hobby. But they buy templates without comprehending play. Oh, baby, that's a story for a whole nother day. We did address that in my Grad Customs Master's program about placement, and that all these templates don't work because what you have set up for a center print, you can't just increase that to be an all over. You can't just resize that to fit it on a tumbler. You can't go and literally just saw someone in a group. This was probably either earlier this week or at the end of last week, and it was like this orange it was a memorial one, I think, and it was like for a shirt, and then they tried to put it inside of a circle. Hey, can somebody tell me what's going on? Why can't I put my entire design? Because the design is like this and you're trying to put it in a circle. Because it's not something that's talked about. That's the boring stuff. A lot of craft coaches and those who do tutorials, they want it quick, so they can either get their content or have you sign up for a class. They're not really interested in teaching you about proper placement, proportions, things like they don't care about that. And they know that the average crafter don't know about it. They're not going to question it. So, hey, I'm going to ride out with it. I'm going to make money because they don't know anything anyway. Y'all don't like this word, but to them, y'all too dumb to figure it out anyway. So I'm going to do what I need to do so I can get money myself. And I'm going to tell you that, yep, all you need is this. And I'm not going to show you how to properly place it and size it. That is the nature of the game when it comes to the craft industry. That's what you were talking about? Templates be designed for the shoulders up and they use a full body. Any picture does not work. And we focused on that in our program. Like I taught them, like I gave them a bunch of different pictures, profile pictures, how to use them. Right now, like now, everybody's using AI, right? So for all of their templates and all their templates, their mock-ups, everyone wants to use AI because it is perfect. But no one's teaching you how to incorporate real pictures because real pictures are not that perfect. If it's like certain cap and gown ones, the only ones that the parents pay for are the ones where they're holding the diploma cover. How do you incorporate that into a design? Everyone's looking for a lot of cap and gowns, but senior pictures are not all cap and gown images. Like, so how do you incorporate that? Every picture is not straight on. There's a lot that's going to be profile pictures. There's going to be some people take really good, like, lifestyle shots, and they're not just kind of sitting here like this. Most of the mock-ups I see, one, I'm trying to figure out what grad is walking around with their gown open. I'm like, okay, whoever, whatever. So, like, at least when I'm saying, so there are, I'm gonna say that because there are some that have taken the picture, like when they have a photographer that's not in the studio, and they might have, but that's also college, because the high school, I know for me and most of them here, you don't get your cap and gown until a little bit before graduation. So I saw someone saying, hey, get pictures of like your kid beforehand, but for like colleges, they will get their things way earlier. But for high school, they're not giving them their cap and gown well in advance. When they have those pictures, it's because they're going in the studio, and they're taking their senior pictures, and there's like a cap and gown version of that. And then the true cap and gown picture, like for us from the schools here, they just did those like within the last 2 weeks. They were doing the cap and gown ones, and it'll take some time to like get that back. Knowing that much, right? Most of you guys in your local area, you don't even know the timeline for pictures being taken. Being able to communicate with the photographers, or what, like what's the one we have here? I forget the one. Like the one, it's like, I can't think of the name of the company that does a lot of, like, it's like 2 or 3 companies. I know Foxmart is one, but I had a client. They took their pictures in November. Because that company has so many kids coming in, they didn't get their pictures back until like right before. So what they end up having to do is pay $300 to get the digital one. Like, they can't just like print them out. They were dragging their feet. They did not have that picture. So in order to just get the pictures to do all of this senior stuff, the parent had to pay $300 to get the digital version. Do you guys even know the process of the studios in your area? Do you factor that into your timeline on when you're going to be able to get things done? Or are you blaming the parents? Oh, well, you need to do this. Y'all have to get this. Y'all have to. Now, I do recommend one thing that I tell, because I kind of start at the beginning of the year when I'm doing their senior crowns. It's almost like how the high school advisor, college advisor, if they're giving them advice, I let them know. Whenever you are getting your makeup and stuff done, go to Amazon. It is inexpensive to get a cap and gown from Amazon. Pass it down. Like, between you and your friends, you share it, especially for the young ladies. When y'all get your hair and nails done, y'all at the same school, I don't care if y'all take the picture with a camera phone. Go get you a cap and gown and take the pictures. Book a session with the photographer. It doesn't have to be your actual cap and gown for your school. It's just for t-shirts and yard sign purposes. It doesn't have to be. So start communicating that. Put that in your post. Did you know that you don't have to wait for the school to give you your cap and gown? They are available on Amazon. If you are somebody that's an Amazon affiliate or partner, post the link. Then you get some coins on, really some couple cents, but you might make some money off of that, where you are giving them the resource so that they can be prepared. Are you actually putting a timeline on your advertising? Are you letting them know you need to order by this time to do X, Y, and Z? So now they're able to see, well, shoot, my cap and I want to be able to order. Even if they place their order with you, they don't have the pictures, right? So I had a conversation with someone about that, right? Whether or not to have this thing on your website where you're going to upload pictures. Some people want to take advantage. You have, because some of y'all bundles, it is a little too, it's hard not to pass up, because y'all giving away the sun, the moon, the stars, the everything for little to nothing. So they might want to book. Or if you do have an early bird special, they're wanting to book it. But guess what? They haven't gotten those pictures back. They cannot book with you because your website requires that they upload a picture. What are they going to upload? You don't have any type of system in place where I want to book this now. My date is, they graduate this time. They're expected to get their grad picture, their senior pictures back this time. You are losing out on sales because you are only thinking about what's convenient for you. You are operating from an emotional place instead of a business place. And they got to follow my rules and regulations. I got my policies in place. I got my policies and procedures. They got to follow. If they ain't got their pictures on their phone, that's their business. But they better come in order when they got their pictures on their phone. You're missing out on a sale because you're being emotional. You have no strategy. You have no real processes to ensure that you can get the sale. You are communicating with them what the requirements are, but you're not putting them in this box because they can't control what they can't control. They cannot control when Foxmart is going to give them these pictures. Even if they went through a private photographer, if that person is booked in business, they can't rush them on editing these pictures. What if they don't have it? Well, you knew your baby was going to graduate. I did, which is why I booked their appointment. The summertime, I still ain't got no pictures. They can't control the photographer. But because everyone's just teaching y'all crafts, no one is really having you truly think about what happens, what all plays a part in grad season. You're sitting here just, oh my God, I'm doing all this stuff. I'm not getting any sales. They're not. Well, what's your process? Because you're the person that said, oh, you need to have this so they can upload the pictures and people come to the site. I got a lot of visits to my site, but no one's actually ordering. Did you bother to ask why? That maybe that little box that says you have to upload that picture or 2, 3, 4, 5 pictures, they walked away because they didn't have those and you didn't put anything else on there. You did not communicate that they could contact you to be able to place this order a different way. How many sales did you lose out on because of you? Oh, y'all done got quiet on me again. Oh, this ain't what y'all wanted to hear. Y'all just want me to tell y'all that y'all can make 6 figures from grad stuff, huh? This ain't the stuff you wanted to hear. This. You ain't come on. You didn't click on my video for this. Oh, Professor, you're the person that's gonna show us for free how to use Silhouette Studio. Y'all don't want real, huh? Oh, because y'all don't got quiet on me. I can shut up. I can shut up. I can hush. Or I can help you. Which one we want? You want the real or you want the fluff? Would you rather me teach you how to do content, how to record, how to do B-roll, all these lovely skills that you have to excel at being a content creator, yet your sales still not moving? Oh, okay. Let's talk about these packages, shall we? I've sat and I've looked back. I've taken a lot of screenshots of some of these packages. And what's interesting to me is you guys have things mixed in and there's no exceptions. There's no negotiation, no exceptions to the rule. You have things like stoles, tumblers, yard signs. Then you have to get 10 fans, 12 shirts, 100 buttons. For one, some of these packages, the numbers don't even match. The numbers are not numbering. The quantities don't even match. And I'm like, who this for? Now I got to figure out who gonna get a fan or who gonna get a button. Make it make sense. What if I don't have a household full of people? What if it's just me and my child? I only had one child. The other parent ain't here for whatever reason. It's just me and mine. I don't care. I don't communicate with my family like that. If they was on fire, they probably wouldn't spit on them. Like, y'all do know that there are people who are like that. Like they got the people they communicate with like at work, but are their work friends and work, like their co-workers, are their co-workers going to wear a shirt with their child on it? Some of you guys are losing out because you don't even post the a la carte price for things. Everything is in this package because people have led you to believe that that is the best way to sell. Package it up. You're going to get more. You're going to increase your average order value. But for some people, there's a cap. It's only me and my baby. I need one shirt and one shirt only. But you're not even advertising that. All I see on your page is package, 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 package. What about those who don't need a package? You could be hurting you because you're not being strategic about how you sell. You are more concerned about that line item or that final price, right? You want to see an invoice that they've spent $300, $400, $600. You're more concerned about that. And that is a vanity matrix for you where you feel like, oh, I'm doing something as a business because, well, can't tell me. They paying me $300. It's like you want to see the big numbers. It's still to one person. Now, I'm not saying that you have to, because like some people are like, hey, I no longer do onesies and twosies. Now, true enough, you are not the company for the person that wants to do, like that needs onesies and twosies. The problem that I'm seeing is the people who are willing to do onesies and twosies, you're not advertising. Or your mindset is, I don't want to do onesies and twosies because there's no money in it. Well, I mean, ma'am, sir, I understand it's just you and your baby. But in order for me to do this, is like I'm going to design, and my fee to design is the same no matter what. Now, when we apply that design fee over 10 items, 12 items, whatever it is, it kind of sort of comes down. But when it's just, hey, you just need one shirt and a fan, I can't go and just say, okay, all you have to pay is $5 for the fan. It's going to be $5 for the fan, but your design fee for me to set this up, or let's say if it was $20, $30 for the shirt, your design fee for me to set this up is still $25, $30, depending on where y'all are in your design fee, your design fee scale. So now this goes from spending $20 on a shirt, getting one fan for $5, where, okay, in their mind, it's like $25. Well, no, for this one shirt and this one fan, you now need to pay $50, $75. Because I still have to be paid for my time for designing. Some of you guys are not even adding design. I just saw someone who made a post and their whole thing is, oh, don't charge a design fee because you have a template. Don't charge a design fee because you were taught how to design, as if everyone who was doing design, like they're outsourcing to a designer. If you are the person that's designing, you need to be paid as well. That was the weirdest shit to me. I'm like, why are we saying don't charge a design fee? Even if it's a template, baby, you're going to get charged a setup fee because that template, no one created that template with your baby picture in it. Nobody created that template with your baby name on it. Nobody created that template with your school colors on it. It was not just open size or just open print and press. I still have to do some things. So even if I have a template, trust and believe, you still finna pay a setup fee. But the crafter mindset says, no, I'm so glad I'm not a crafter. I'm a business owner. Oh, most of them aren't. Most of them are not. Oh, trust. I've spoken to some of them because I'm not afraid to reach out. And where the amount of help that I've given people on the back end, to where my spirit just, and I'm always kind of like, Lord Jesus, they're gonna probably think I'm crazy. And why am I coming at them? Why am I questioning their flyer? But some have been receptive, and I've been able to give them help and assistance that's going to be beneficial to them. But yes, trust and believe, most of them, because they don't even know. The crazy thing is, They've not even made any of the things in that package. That's the crazy part. Because someone sold a template and the template came with mock-ups and it came with, hey, you don't have, because this is what they advertise, you don't have to do anything. It's done for you. We have all this set up. We're going to give you a mock-up and all these different things. All you got to do is just put your information on it. Put your own prices to it. So they've given them this digital file with these mock-ups of all these things, just placing it. Nothing strategic about it. There is nothing strategic about their advertising. It's literally a bunch of stuff with pictures this big. How is anybody supposed to get a feel of what you actually have when they're looking at it on their phone that's only but so big, and you have this picture with all of this stuff on it? Those mock-ups could be hurting you as well. People aren't stopping because one, yo ish look like all the other people that paid for that same file. You may not be able to design, and that's okay. But it doesn't mean that you cannot pay. You can go on Fiverr, show them an example of something. This is what I don't want, but I want to advertise. There are options out there. And the folks on Fiverr don't charge a whole lot of. But I bet you your stuff truly does stand out. I posted some things and somebody was like, now that's an advertisement. Let me see if I can pull it up for y'all over here. Hold on. I got to scroll down because that was a while ago, I think. Let's see. Where is my grant stuff? Is this it? Okay, yeah, here we go. Let's present. Let's share screen, entire screen, bam, and add to stage. We can clearly see what these items are. If you continually all of the things don't have to have the same picture, because at least for me as a consumer, that's telling me that you can only design one way. What if I don't like that way of designing? What if I don't like that type of design? You're basically telling me that you can only design one way and one way only. There's no variety. Because the only thing that you put out are these mock-ups. And this right here, these ain't mock-ups. This is the actual item. These are the actual yard signs. These are not mock-ups. That is the actual photo frame, the actual fans. So many of you, even if you just do the one, you're taking these classes, you create them, it's always so great. Ooh, woohoo, I designed today. Thank you so much for the design class. But you do nothing with it. You're not even printing it out to make sure that you know how to even apply the vinyl to the coroplast. Because y'all stop at taking the classes, getting the mock-ups, and never doing the thing. Someone got mad at me in a group because I said she shouldn't sell items she hasn't proven she can make, especially something like a basketball that can take not a little, that can take a lot of trial and error. So I can't imagine posting 3D shirts or stole having never done one at all, having never made one. Exactly. And this, unfortunately, is the case for a lot of crafters. They let that creative side take over. This, I can do anything. This, they want to feel like, oh, can't nobody tell me what to do. Can't nobody stop me. I'm not going to let anybody discourage me. And it's not about discouraging you. It's let's think this thing through. You might be able to get it on the first try, and you might be that good, because I know somebody who really is that good. I'm just playing. No, but for me, even the very first time I did, okay, So this wasn't, ooh, not the first time how to eat ever. It is what I use to teach. And let's try this with just plain, like no design on it, right? I told them when they took my class, well, we actually did a football, but I actually ended up doing the basketball too. You don't have to have a design on it to learn how to apply it. You're going to just take your template and cut it out and apply it to the basketball, the football, whoever, whatever. How do you end up making it? Because all these templates are not the same. You know, how do you know what size ball somebody made their template for? Those who were in my class, they saw that the templates for these two balls were different because I had it's a Wilson and I forget what the other one was, but they're two different balls. So that football panel did not fit it. But you're not taught in these classes how to properly size it, how to adjust the size. You're just going off of the fact that you saw 50 posts with footballs or basketballs, and you're like, "Oh, I know. I've worked with that. All those. I got all of that. So all those supplies. I can do that." This is what they call. This is the epidemic within the craft community. That's the biggest issue. People stop at the classes and don't move forward to the execution, which is why my Accelerator program is all about execution. They literally had to sign a contract saying that they were going to actually execute. They were going to put action to this class. And I even told them, and if you don't agree to it, I will refund you. I have no problem refunding you if you cannot agree to actually execute. And I was so serious. No, ma'am. I need it. I need that video. Oh, one for the basketball. It's the ma'am. It's the same thing. You don't need the video. You just need the template. I told y'all that. Y'all don't need another. Y'all don't need another class. It's literally the same exact methods. All you need is the template. I showed y'all how to adjust the template for the football. If it came to the basketball, and let's say you got a template, you didn't make your own, it would be the same way. Keisha, don't play with me. She says that football class was Tony the Tiger great. She says, yes, we had to sign a contract, not once, not twice. They had to put their name on the dotted line 3 times. It's like a real contract. Every area where there was a directive, they had to initial next to it. I wasn't playing no games, none whatsoever. None whatsoever. Some of the crafts I've seen aren't sellable. I'm so sorry. And that's part of this discussion, right? It's not scalable. It's not something you can sell. It is meant to be DIY. But crafters don't want to hear that. Crafters want to hear that everything that their mind imagines, everything that it can come up with, it is something that they can build a business around. And you just can't. Even when it comes to y'all know your girl loves some foam board, but I'm very strategic about what I put on foam board because it has to make sense. The value behind it has to make sense. And I'm sorry, I don't care if you made $10,000 off the class to show how to make a washing machine. I don't care if you sold 3 or 4 of these refrigerators at $300 or $150, however much people were charging for. All right, cool. But you sold 3. Okay, you made a hot little $900. But now you're back at square one trying to figure out how to make more money. My goal is to help you not make a hot $300, a hot $900, a hot $600. But how can you make a sustainable $6,000? How can you ensure that you are making money every single day, or at least every other day in your business? Or at least at the end of the month, you had more days where you actually heard cha-ching or you had sales than you did where it was 0. But that takes strategy. That takes getting out of the crafter mindset. A crafter mindset will have you to believe that a package with yard signs. Let me see what else I have on here. Hold on. Let me go back through my video. Fans, grad stoles, cap toppers, tumblers, yard signs. I said fans, photo frames, stickers, buttons, socks. I'm trying to still figure out why some of y'all still advertising masks. Why? I get that some people may still want to wear masks, but it ain't like it was when you had to go to these graduations all masked up. Why some of y'all still advertising masks? Y'all ain't advertising masks for nothing else. No other part of the year. But because you're not trying to change this perfect template and perfect mock-up, y'all still advertising masks. You didn't even think to take that off. Why? Some people don't want to wear shirts, y'all. I say all this to say y'all need to really go back to the drawing board and look at some of these packages that you have. The same way that somebody said, who was it? They're not trying to be a one-stop shop, right? What did they say? I think it was they can go get toppers. Wait, let me go find it. Hold on. Where is it? Oh, right here, right? So they can go to somebody else to do cups and toppers, right? So they have someone that's doing their shirt, doing their stoles, their yard signs, but that company doesn't offer it. Are you going to turn down a sale? Because all they need from you, hey, I got the shirt and all this stuff, whatever. All they need from you is the cups and the toppers. Or are you going to be in your feelings? Oh my God, they went to somebody else. Or now they want to come to me for this, whatever. Because in your mind is they probably said it was too much. No, they just didn't offer it. I'm giving up my money. They don't offer it. So I'm at least I'm coming to you for this part. They don't offer it. Or are you so emotional that you cannot do the entire order that you're turning your nose up at it? How many of you guys need to check your mindset about what you think business is and what you feel like you're entitled to as a business owner, and what you feel like, how you feel the customer should come in, like the respect that you feel like you are entitled to? How can we in one breath say there's enough money out here for everyone, but you get upset because somebody only needs you to take care of one or two of their items? But your whole thing is it's enough money out here for everybody. Yeah, it is. They did the shirts, the stoles, the yard signs. I need for you to do the fans, the cups, the toppers, or whatever. But when it comes to that part of it, oh, now it's a problem. We don't have that same energy. There's enough money out here for everybody. You in your chest because they didn't come to you first. You're in your chest because you can't do the whole order. When if you're honest with yourself, you probably can't even handle the whole order. They went to that company because they don't have to worry about lines being in their all over shirt because you're still piecing shirts together. They went to that company because some people got a proper heat press. They got a proper printer. They gonna print it out. They not trying to overcharge them because they're able to print that out, press that shirt in 30 to 60 seconds, while you over here still piecing it together, and you want to charge them an arm and a leg because it took you 30 minutes to an hour to do what they can do in about a minute. But you in your feelings. Why? You made the decision to run your business that way. You keep saying, I want to be accessible to everybody. I want to service everybody. But some people got standards. And the way you operate business does not match with their standards. And that's not a fault of theirs. That's not them being cheap. That's you not taking ownership of the business that you decided to start. Oh, I know y'all didn't want to hear that. Oh, you don't want to hear that you the problem, huh? Oh, I should stop. I'm hitting below the belt. Maybe I should stop. Maybe I should be nicer. Maybe I should show y'all how to design something. That's going to be better. Maybe I should just tell you how to price it. That's going to be better. Should I stop? Should I stop? All right, then cool. Do you really want a business, or do you want you just need some pocket change? You need some mad money. You just want some skills so that you can meet a specific need. You don't really want a business. You want to put a name to it. You want to say it's a business, and it's so that, I'm separating business from my personal, because that's what they tell y'all a business is. That's when you're legal. It's because you got an LLC. But all your processes is jacked up. She's, oh Lord, this is my type of conversation. I tell people all the time, charge a design fee, but it's not the customer's problem that you take 3 hours to do a simple clip art design. Baby, those who are experts in their field, they can say, they're the ones that can go and demand more, right? You a babe at this. You a newbie. It's taking you forever because you don't know what you're doing. It's taking you forever because you don't want to take a class on it. Have somebody teach you the proper way. You want all the little free classes. You want just the regular YouTube videos. You want the quick ones, because technically I've given y'all full master classes on stuff, but y'all don't want to watch the long videos where I'm explaining every single detail to help you. You want the quick ones. Your attention span is too small. Well, do you know you cannot have a short attention span and be in business? Being in business requires you, it requires you to study things. That's going to be kind of boring. It's going to require you to stop and plan. It's not always going to be moving and grooving. You got to slow down sometimes to really to make a big impact in your business. But y'all looking for quick and fast, and you wondering why you still struggling. You can't charge people. Feel like, oh, well, how much y'all charge for a design fee? So now if I go in here and I tell you, well, for what you're talking about, my design fee finna start at $75.63. Oh my God, I can't even get people. That's because they've seen what you do. That's because all they've ever seen on your page is if they go and they scroll long enough. Well, wait a minute. You ain't even designed this? Because I just seen about 4, 5 other 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 people with this same one. Y'all think y'all customers ain't on the same internet y'all on? See, y'all get it in groups, but you gotta remember that they're teaching them, post this everywhere. Use my files, use my blueprint, use my whatever to advertise to your customers. So it goes from just you seeing it in these groups and you're seeing it in these classes. Hello, all y'all gonna go and follow the instructions of the teacher, and you're going to post it. And if all they see are the same design, what you charging me that for? Even if you are not a designer, are you willing to set yourself apart by paying somebody to design something exclusively for you so that you stand out? I see that here so much. Oh, I want to do this or that so I can stand out. How are you standing out doing the same thing everybody else doing? And I don't mean by like doing the same thing as far as, okay, they're making a fan, a fan is a fan, which it's a handheld sign. But that's not the part I'm talking about. Yeah, y'all can do the same thing, but y'all are literally using the same designs. And so who's going to pay you $75 when it's like, dude, this is not original. All you had to do was change out my picture, the name, the dates, whoever, whatever, whatever. Why are you trying to charge me $75? Without without the stoles, because I think well, she had fans too. If all they needed was a shirt, like actually no, you know what? Shoot, do I have it in here? I could show you one where all they had was shirts. And someone's like, oh, well, how much would you charge for a shirt? Well, what we doing? Because if I got to design it, even if my shirt is technically, let's say $25, that final price on that invoice could easily be $75, $80, $100 for one shirt. Because what all did you want on this shirt? How exclusive did you want this design to be? Oh, you got to pay for exclusivity. That don't come cheap. It don't come free. One of a kind don't come free. Don't come cheap. Those who really want one of a kind are normally willing to pay for it. So if you're not willing to pay for it, your pockets ain't set up for one of a kind. And you're not going to try and pimp me because you think I'm a crafter. I keep telling y'all got to get that crafter mess out your vocabulary. They're going to treat you like a crafter. You make the same shirts that Nike, Adidas, all these other places, whatever, the high-end brands, y'all, they put embroidery, a little small Nike check. They use vinyl. They use DTF. They use screen print transfers. They got heat presses just like you got heat presses. You think it's a special print? Is it any better other than the size of it that it's a sublimation printer? In order to sublimate and put something on that jersey or whatever, they still had to print it out on the same type of printer. They ain't got a different NBA sublimation printer. It's a sublimation printer. May not be converted, but it still has sublimation ink. It had to go on the paper. It still had to go through the same process of being pressed to that fabric. But are any of them calling themselves a craft business? No. I know it's, well, I don't have big equipment. I'm just working out of my house. And is that where you plan to stay at? Now, if that's where you plan to stay at, fine. Say, hey, look, I'm not here to change your mind. If you can only see, you can't see past what's in your craft space. You cannot fathom getting a bigger printer, a bigger heat press, a bigger space. Then, hey, I'm not talking to you. But I'm talking to the people who got into this and they're like, at some point, I want to be able to replace the job that I got to go clock in at. It's going to be real hard to do that if you have this crafter mindset, because the crafter mindset is not going to have you investing in systems and processes. A crafter's mindset is going to keep you making emotional decisions, not strategic business decisions. I'm done speaking to just a regular crafter. So I know some of these conversations y'all not going to like, but it's just weeding out all the others for me to get to the people who are serious about business. And you want systems in place so that your business can be scalable. I cannot help you scale craft. I can help you scale a business though. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? If your desire is to have a business, there's a link in the description. I'm actually going to also post it I'm going to post it in the chat again. And I got to go over here to post it to Facebook. But there is a link. Now, you can choose to, the first one is for the Grad Master Program. The dates are coming because you can go in there and you can watch all the very, very detailed videos, how to design from scratch yard signs, or even if you need, well, we're going to kind of talk about adjusting templates, but I did show like our templates and how you can adjust them. You get images that you can use and practice with of people, and it's not, all AI. Hold on. I gotta find this so that I can, there we go. Paste it. We go over stoles. We go over multiple styles of fans, tumblers. When you click on that link and you sign up for that class, you're going to get 5 or 6 days of the most amazing teachings ever and how to put them all together. Once you sign up for that, what you're also going to get access to is our class for this year. And no, I'm not going back over it, but there will be sessions where you can ask questions. After you have viewed the contents of the class, you watch those, you create questions, or you try things. We will have sessions where you're going to be able to come in and ask questions for areas that might be a little like, okay, wait, I'm missing something here. So I'm not going to leave it to your own advice. You also get access to our student union, but you won't have to pay anything extra to learn how to actually market and sell your products for graduation season, how to create effective flyers, how to communicate with your potential customers, and you don't even have to step in front of a camera, how to create content without recording video. That's what we're going to focus on in the master's program, and everything is going to be specifically like everything's going to be around using it for grad season. But if you want to go beyond that, you want to truly build a sustainable business, I highly recommend that you click on one of those the second links, and join the Creative Business Accelerator program. And once you join that, you can then get the master's program for a little bit less, because there is a discount code where once you are a part of either Creative Lounge or you are a part of the Creative Business Accelerator program, you instantly get discounts to all of our classes. But that's only for the people who are serious and who are ready. All right. So somebody says, no, this is good, the real. I get in my own way a lot. One of a kind, don't come cheap. She says, that's a shirt. Who want to make it? Who want to make it? If you make it, I'll wear it. I'll buy it and I'll wear it. If you make a shirt, a good shirt that says one of a kind ain't cheap. Okay. Monday, we are kicking off the 5-day intensive for the Creative Business Program. And what we're going to go through for the next 5 days, well, for 5 days, starting on Monday, at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to get to the slide real quick. Let me see. Y'all want to? Do y'all want a sneak peek of what they got? You know, when they, those who have already signed up and they came to the onboarding and orientation. Y'all want to sneak? Would you like to see my presentation? I don't know. Because let's see, y'all probably ain't shared this video. You probably haven't tagged a friend. Some of y'all have been on here for the full hour, 35 minutes. You haven't even liked this video yet. You're probably rolling your eyes at me. Should I? Or should I just show y'all what these next 5 days is going to be? For now, I'm going to show y'all the 5 days. I'm going to see if y'all going to engage with me. Do y'all really want? Because even if I show you parts of these, it's stuff that you can take and run with. It's going to change your mindset even before Monday's class to where you're going to make some new moves in your business. All right. So next 5 days in the Creative Business Accelerator program, mindset. You got to change your mindset. You have to. I'm speaking from experience, okay? Even for myself, in how I approach even what I do as the professor. If my videos have not, my mindset shifted. I've moved away. I don't I'm not worried about y'all following me. You know, if you don't like what I have to say, that's fine. Like, fine, so be it. I've given you 10 years of the craft stuff, creative stuff. Some of y'all have been here the whole 10 years and you haven't made any strides in 10 years. You got to change your mindset. You got to really think about the results that you want. You can't get to them if you're stuck in a limited mindset. If you are stuck in a mindset that says, I can't because of X, Y, and Z, instead of having the mindset in, you recognize and acknowledge what that roadblock may be. But how can do I first acknowledging, is it there for a reason? Is it stopping me? Is it protecting me? Do I not need to try and figure out how to get around it? Because as soon as I get around this so-called roadblock, I'm going to be smacked in the face. How do I determine if this is a roadblock that's meant to detour me and not go that way, because that way ain't going to help me none? Day 2. Some of y'all need this and understand it is okay to be a sole proprietor. It is okay. LLC don't make your business legitimate. It don't make you a better business person. I know a whole bunch of people who got an LLC and ain't doing ish with it. But how do you really need to structure your business? Not just the sole proprietor LLC S Corp, but structure it. The only thing that those do is give you access to certain places that some of y'all not even ready for. It's going to give you another layer of paperwork you're not ready for. But with business and structuring it, it's more so the protecting your business, establishing credibility, and having an LLC doesn't do that. I was credible to y'all before I had an LLC. Y'all won't even know when I got an LLC. And most importantly, how to keep finances organized. Y'all don't even know where y'all money going at. Y'all don't have a budget. Y'all just spending money all willy-nilly. Y'all letting that buy now, pay later stuff. Oh, I mean, if you need to do it, to enroll in my class, because this class for you, if you do have a business and you are filling out a Schedule C, this class will be a tax deduction for you. Okay. Wednesday, marketing, branding, and your business identity. Some of y'all businesses don't have no type of identity. So this is why you can't figure out who to sell to, how to properly price. You are not clear on who you are servicing. That's what we're going to dive into. And then when I say intensive, this week is going to be intense. It is going to be intense. I'm going to call out a lot of stuff to make you think and ask yourself, do I fall in this category that she's talking about? What do I need to adjust? Thursday, pricing and profitability. We're going to dive into how to properly price. What are the things that you should consider? How to be profitable. Even if you have minimal sales, your profit margins can be higher than the person that has a bunch of sales, but they're buying their supplies the wrong way. Don't let that little screenshot of, oh, I made this much in sales, fool you. Because for a lot of them, they did all that, but they're not even operating their business properly to where they probably will won't even see a third of that money because they're not structured properly. Ordering processes and customer service is how we will end the week on Friday. These are my 5 pillars to a profitable creative business. She says, I signed that contract and I'm so ready. Hey, hey, hey. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, y'all. Nobody said they wanted to see it, so I'm about to hop off. Maybe I'll try it another time, and some folks will say they want to see what they missing out on. Maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. You can take my word for it. But the link is there. We do offer buy now, pay later options. It's a bit of an investment, but you can sign up for a month. You don't have to do the $1,000 program. You don't have to. $93.65. If you use the code, it's going to take off 10%. If you're in Creative Lounge, you have a code, it's going to take off 20%. And you can attend that first month. And because that's with the way that it's priced, you can take that first month and you can, well, because it'll come out, in order for you to use Klarna and Afterpay, you have to get the one that's just month to month. You can't do the reoccurring on Afterpay. So that one that's 1 month, it's $103.65 if you want to use Afterpay or Klarna or Affirm, because it's over $100. You can't use Affirm if I'm not mistaken. So you can sign up for 1 month. You're going to get that 5-day intensive. You are also going to get access to, if you sign up today, you'll get access to 3 more weeks. So you'll be able to attend the weekly sessions for 3 weeks, 2 sessions a week for the next 3 weeks. And all you have to invest is $100. That's it. $100. If you click that first one and you go to 365creativeacademy.com and you sign up that way, you'll pay $93 if you want to do a reoccurring to save some coins, and then hey, you can go in and cancel it, or you pay $103, so you ain't got to worry about remembering to go and cancel it. And you can join us starting Monday for this 5. If you know that you need that, you cannot tell me that your business is not, the growth of your business is not worth $100. Learning what you can, 4 weeks, not say 3, because we'll have the intensive, and then you have 3 more weeks where you can take that information and run with it. That's not worth it to your business. If you feel like it is, how can you then expect somebody to pay you $150 if you can't even invest in your business $100? That means y'all need to adjust your prices. You want somebody to pay something that you're not even willing to pay. So hopefully I will see you guys on Monday. I'll be back to disrupt the, well, I don't know, my niece's birthday dinner. I don't know what's going to happen when it comes to that, because I barely got information on it, and I don't know if my kids can come. So I might be back tonight, I might not, but I'll definitely be back tomorrow. Maybe we'll try it again. We'll see what the room is looking like and whether or not you guys can get a sneak peek at the presentation and learn from that. Oh, you know what? I'm going to really tease y'all. Now this, I am going to show y'all. I'm going to really. Hold on. I got to move something real quick though. Hold on. I got to move something. I got to move something. I got to move something. Oh, this don't have the original on here. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Let me put this over here. And let me put this one over here. Now this I'm going to show y'all. So I spent yesterday revamping, and this is only part of it, the pricing calculator. So some who have been in our business programs, they've gotten the original one. Come on now, bruh. Okay, there we go. This is the old one, and let's close. Okay, so the one on this side is the original one. So, well, I'll show you on this side. And then this side is the updated one, which I'll bring this over now. So we've added on to account for the custom DTF transfers, the principal eco-solvent transfers, and miscellaneous transfers, because right now they're selling chenille patches, sequin patches, rhinestone transfers, and everything is literally built in. So let's just do a little test here. Oh, like here, where it will pull from things, having all of your shirts in the system. You don't have to think about it. You just have to make sure that you're updating it based on the prices from your vendors. But it is designed to break down the price and how you can make your clients think that they're getting a discount, but they really not. Your profit margin doesn't change. So I'm going to teach this so this will come up in one of our sessions this month, with really diving into this calculator and how you should price things out, the things that you should account for in your pricing. So let's see. Now this way is set up more so for the crafter who you're not quite applying all of the pricing parameters, right? So you're just kind of like, okay, I need to make this type of profit, on the item. So if you wanted to put $10 there, if you wanted to put, okay, hold on, I need to, so you guys can fully see this one. So if I change this to 25, okay, if I change this to, so my design fee, I'm going to put 25, right? The profit margin on it is 25. So with this one, with doing, if I was doing, why are you up here? Goodbye. This is for sublimation. So if I was doing sublimation, I'm doing 2 shirts, 2 sets of socks using 11 by 17 paper. You're able to put that in and then adjust. Although I have gilding up here and not the polyester one, but you get the idea. So if I go and I say it's 1 shirt and 1 sock. So technically the cost per item, because y'all say y'all like to bundle stuff. This is great for those who want to do bundles because it's not really breaking it down. Well, it is breaking it down like based off of the item, but everything is accounted for. So essentially it almost looks like everything costs the same amount, but each item technically $35.98, because it's 2 items, like just divide the order. But they would have to pay $71.96 into profit of $65.14 because I have everything plugged in for you. So if you're trying to, for some of y'all who you charge based off of the bill that you have, you can do this because you can play around with this number and still see. So if you're like, okay, there's some resistance to your price, if you come down on your profit, yes, they're only going to pay $56.96, but all you really lost was $15. Well, we changed it to 15 tier 2. So we went down to, I went down to 10. So if we put 10 here, that goes down like 50 when it comes like your net profit. So there's that. And then you can adjust it for, there's just so many different adjustments and customizations that you can make to this when you are when you're plugging things in. So I'm going to show you. This is the cost if there's 1 item. We have to have a design fee, right? If we increase this to 2, so it was $28.48. We're going to put 2 and we're going to put 2. Technically, your profits don't change. Their cost seemingly goes down, but all you're really doing is taking this and dividing it across the order. So they think that they're getting a discount, but they're really not. Like your profit margin technically still stays the same. I'm going to take this off, right? So without it, it goes like to 11 because we're only making $10 off of each item. It has the raw, so you'll see your raw cost. There is a markup on here already. I teach my students about, so y'all like to, so the other thing of this is when y'all say 3 times the amount, some people will tell you to only charge 3 times the amount that you pay for something. If I go and, oh wait, this is defaulted. I can't even do that. So I'm going to take off this right here. Okay, that's what it is. I'm taking off the extra profit, right? I'm going to take off my heat pressing fee. And all I'm going to do is charge 3 times the amount. This is what they tell you. This is what they teach y'all. Whatever it is, times 3. My markup is there. This only works for the people who are buying retail. If I only charge 3 times the amount and I am buying wholesale or at resale, these folk are only going to end up paying $8. Why in the hell would I be in business for $8? This is the problem with how some people teach, especially that whole times 3 model. They're saying times 3 because they are buying it retail, because they are a crafter. But as a business owner, I want to buy low so that I can sell high. If I apply 3 times the amount of what I paid and I'm getting these at wholesale prices, I am giving this away. I mean, my profit margin is still good, but I mean, it's not bad. I mean, it's not good, but it ain't bad. I mean, like they would pay $8 for the shirt. Their total order would be 34, 32. I would profit $22 just in having the markup. That's all you're getting. So please be careful when people are telling you just charge 3 times the amount, because for one, they don't know how you're ordering your stuff. If you're not ordering retail like them, you ain't making the money. And even if, you know what, let me see. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to change this. So let's go to shirts. Actually, I'm gonna go to this one. So I'm gonna pretend like this is the one out of the store. And I'm gonna make this. How much y'all pay for sublimation shirts out of the store? What about like $8? I'm gonna change the socks to 5. And we're gonna, so that changed, and I'm gonna change this one to, which one did I change? That one? Yeah, that's the one that I changed. Okay, so I'm not adding any profit. Oh, see, I was about right. $7.99. I said $8, so I was about right. So if we look at this, right, I did not charge any, I didn't add any profit, no design fee, and I'm at 3 times the amount, and it is $56.40. That is the, how was that where I was at last time, I think? So yeah, that's about 56 so $56.40, right? I'm going to change this to, I got to change the sock one. I got to come over here and change it. 3. And I'm just going to choose a different shirt. Actually, hold on. Let me see something. I'm going to get an actual price. Jiffy, because y'all love to go to Jiffy. Sport Tech Okay. Oh wow. That's kind of let me tell y'all what's oh hold on. I gotta show y'all this. Hold on 1 second. This is crazy. Because for one, I don't pay them kind of prices any damn way. Oh wow. I just unlocked a new class for creative business. This okay, hold on. I gotta show y'all this to prove this point. Hold on. Let me go to Jiffy again. Yo, seriously? Wow. Wow. That's crazy. Oh yeah, Team 365 never changed theirs. Hold on, let me do one more. Jiffy. Oh, I'm a little upset at Sports Tech and what they did. Hold on. So let's go. What's the other one? Jerseys. Let's see what jerseys looking like. Oh wait, I got this on this screen. Y'all can't even see this. My bad, y'all. Um okay, so jerseys hasn't, right? Most companies, when you are getting a white shirt, I know I that was my bad. I didn't even realize I was on the other screen. My bad. So you'll notice with most of these, you get a white shirt, it's technically lower. Hold on, let me move this. So it's 626 if you get a white shirt, and that's through like companies like this. I'm able to get them a little bit cheaper than this. Um, and then like they have, if you get grays, if you have colors, it's a little under $1 difference with jerseys, right? I'm going to go to Team 365. They sell all of their same price. It doesn't matter what color it is. The norm is normally whites and grays are normally the cheaper shirts, and it goes up for colors. So this is just a regular cotton shirt, but the white is $3.26. Colors only up a couple of cents, but you get the idea. This is a brand that I love. For them, they said, look, y'all doing team too much with sublimation. The white shirts, which we would use for sublimation, $8.67. And the colors are the ones because this is what's in demand for them. They're not just selling a bunch of these, so they probably want to get rid of them. This is crazy for colored shirts to be 638 and the white shirts are 867. This should be a lesson for you guys in supply and demand. It should be supply and demand. So let's go to, I'm going to use Team 365 for this example. Hold on. Wait, where's my other one? Did I close it out? Because, baby, I'm not going to show y'all my other stuff. Hold on. Oh, no, it's right here. Okay. Let's look at how, I don't even know. I'm just going to put $3 for that. But I'm going to go here and I'm going to add Team 365. And what did I say that was? 571? Which means I can leave the Somebody said, only reason I'm saying this is because somebody who's in my class said that I put $8. They were paying $10 for their shirt from a local company. I'm gonna leave it at 8, and then this one is $5.61. So let's go back to the calculator. If I change this to Team 365, all right, and so this is here, and we just do times 3 and nothing else, then we're only at $39.24. So when they're not teaching you to apply other factors, so if you go, hey, I'm going to Jiffy, I'm going to buy this shirt, it is $5.61 here, I'm just going to go 3 times the amount for that. Technically, I've accounted for 3 times the amount for ink and paper, and you guys don't apply for any of your actual work. So I don't have a heat press fee, I don't have any labor costs on this, nothing. So they would pay for this. Each item comes out to like $14 because we're not really breaking it up for the cost of the shirt, the cost of the socks, because all they care about is their line total. You're going to pay $58.86. And your profit, well, your net would be $39. I'm going to put in I'm going to keep it real simple, right? Because some of you guys don't know how much labor it takes for certain things. So my number to do this is always a nice little round number. So I'm going to say that you want to make $10 per item. So that's what it is per item. So for every sock that you make, including all of the labor, including all the supplies, like buying it, it is going to be 10, right? I'm going to put markup. I'm just going to put 1. All right. So that would just be me making $10. I'm going to go ahead and put the 3 back. And the only reason I'm putting the 3 there is because of how I teach pricing for profit. They know that there is a way and there is a time where we could do technically 4. Okay. I wish I can show it I can't really show it side by side. But we're going to put that there. My heat press fee is 75 cents for each thing that is pressed. So just to press them, I am going to make $3. My raw material costs is, so with the markup, I'm technically charging them $69, but it actually only cost me $19. This did not adjust. I was like, I knew something was wrong. Hold on. Something didn't adjust. Okay. Hold on. Un momento, because I can't show y'all how to change this. Hold on. I was like, I knew something was off. There we go. Because I was like, them numbers weren't numbering to me. I'm like, why do they seem so low? Okay. I'm like, because it only said $10. So this right here, $40, because it's the profit per, it wasn't calculating per item. It was just at 10. So here, and then the profit, the number of items. So you're at 40, you're going to make $100. They're going to pay $30 and 30. I was like, them prices seem too low. Okay. So $30. I'm going to take this one and we're going to change it to the higher cost shirt. No profit times 3, no heat press fee. All right. So if you go off of the times 3 model, even with, because you brought this shirt for $6, you bought the socks for $3, and you go the time, you're going to charge them times 3. You're not accounting for anything else. You're going to make $48. $48 to do all this work, because you're just going to listen to them and say just times 3. They're going to pay $18 for a pair of socks. They're going to pay, it's like $18 for a shirt. It's just how it breaks down. Some people charge more, some people charge less for socks or shirts, whatever. It's just how this part is broken down. You're going to make $48. But if I now go and even if I pay myself $5, I account for my heat press is doing work. I'm not changing anything else. I'm now at 71. Even just I'm only charging an extra $5 for my time. I don't have a lot of overhead. I don't know about all the stuff of running businesses. I'm just going to add on an extra $5. That's $23.90 for the socks, $23.90 for the shirt, each piece. You'll make 71. And all you did was pay yourself $5. That's where you truly are going to see some movement. Now you get a little better at what you do, and you might be in a place, and with your demographic, I'm not going to change anything else. I'm just going to increase. So now I'm going to make nothing else change other than accounting for profit and overhead. As crafters, y'all are not even thinking about running business. How were you going to run business? How are you going to buy extra supply? Making $51 damn dollars. How, Sway? Yes, it changed automatically. I'm a whiz at Excel. How, Sway? But this is only one part of it, and so this is the one just for shirts, and then there is another one for all the other stuff that we make. But you won't really see this in action if you don't join Creative Business Program. I'm just saying. My calculator is designed to help you make business, not just put some things in there and not understand how you're doing stuff and just go ×3 and all this other stuff. It accounts for markup. We talk about your overhead and how to factor that in to where we're not just randomly putting a number here just because of whatever bill we have. We want to be strategic about it. We want to have systems in place so that we're putting the right number for profit and overhead. We're accounting for the wear and tear on our heat press. We're accounting for setup fees and weeding and things like that. We're running a business. Crafters don't think about any of these things. Business owners do. But you won't know unless you invest $100 a month and get inside the Creative Business and the Creative Business Accelerator program. Click the first link. Well, the first link is for the Grad Masters. So if you want to learn the professor's method and the professor's way of pricing and marketing, because that was the first day we had, was the business side of grad season. Then we had yard signs, stoles, tumblers, grad pillows. There's templates in there, like words for the pillows and things. What else did we do? Fans, buttons. Is that all we did? I think so. Somewhere in there. But this year, when we schedule it, we're going to focus truly on nothing but the business side. I am transitioning away from giving you guys a bunch of craft stuff. I've done that for 10 years. Now you know who I am. You should, what they say, know, like, trust. Now we're focused on the business side, being able to create a scalable business. So for Grad, you can watch those. If you don't want to come to the sessions when they're live, because I'm not going to be pressing something, I will answer any questions you have. We will have Q&A days so that you can get the help that you need, especially if you're brand new. But all of the live sessions will be on the business side. If you join Creative Lounge or the Creative Business Accelerator program, there are discounts to where you join that first, get the discount, and then you can get the Grad Master program for a discounted rate. Okay? But that's all the time we have for today. Until next time, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity, be incredible, and be great, y'all. Just be great. Peace.